The UN estimates that nearly 300 million students around the world have been told to stay at home because of the coronavirus epidemic. UNESCO says 13 countries have shut down schools nationwide and 9 others have implemented regional closures. Families in Italy have been the hardest hit by closures in Europe. Schools and universities nationwide there will be closed until March the 15th. For more on the situation in Italy, I'm joined by Professor Cecilia Stottiloma from the American University of Rome. Thank you very much for speaking to us here. We've seen the closures of schools, that's impacted exams, graduation ceremonies and more. Just how are educators and the students coping under all of this?
Of course, the impact of the outbreak of the coronavirus has been very relevant in Italy. But I would say that universities especially are responding relatively well, even though we must distinguish, at least as far as Italy is concerned, between the Italian system, so Italian universities, which have large classes, 50 to 100 students, they do a lot of lecturing, not much interchange between the professor and the students, and oral exams at the end. Well, I would say they are, for them, is relatively easy to organize alternative classes online or Skype exams, for instance, or over other platforms, even though not all the universities actually, to my understanding, are taking measures to do that. On the other hand, you have different types of schools. For instance, my university, the American University of Rome, follows a totally different schedule because we are an American school, and therefore we have more flexibility in the sense that, first of all, we were already, when the outbreak started, we are already in our 5th week of classes in the spring semester, quite advanced compared to other universities in the country. And actually, we are taking this situation of crisis as an opportunity to learn new things. For instance, we are investing a lot on training lecturers to deliver courses in a hybrid format. So thankfully, technology is helping us enormously. We can, thanks to the tools that we have today, we can have very interactive classes until the campus reopens.
Just to jump in there, the schools are meant to be shut until March the 15th. What happens if it goes on even longer than that? Is that the view at the moment, that it could potentially be longer, or does it look like this is going to be just a temporary measure?
Absolutely. No, probably. I mean, this is the rumors that we are hearing in Italy. There's going to be an extension until the first week of April, very likely. So we are actually preparing for this. We are working under the assumption that the current circumstances may actually go beyond March the 15th. This is why I was talking about hybrid format, meaning that we need to find ways, and we are finding ways, to deliver content online, but in a way that can be easily converted back to classroom format once the emergency is over.